Don Jr. is here.
What's up,
right?
Don?
What's happening, guys?
What's going on?
Nice.
Welcome to the show. I think
How you doing, man?
can everybody hear you?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah. So they indicted your dad. What's happening?
What's happening is our country's devolved far further than we could have ever possibly imagined. I mean, this is third world stuff, stuff that the federal government, who actually oversees elections and spent 6 years trying to throw my father in prison for it, decided not to pursue. But a Soros-funded DA apparently, I guess, is following his marching orders and doing what he's told, and what they paid for his election to do.
So we asked Ian. Ian's kind of a wild card when it comes to politics because he's not in the same space we are. He often says he wants to pardon people like Hillary Clinton, but he says it's not moving him. Like you're saying, it's not turning you off from Trump.
No, it's not. But Dom, what's your vision of the future?
Listen, I think you need someone to go burn it all down.
Yes.
Trump as a lame duck is actually much better than someone that has to get reelected again and has to play that game. I want someone who will go in there and literally burn it to the ground because it needs to be that. Like I used to believe, guys, even when I got into this, I functioned at a high level in business and we did billion-dollar deals and, real shit. And, I got there and was like, well, listen, this is what America is. And I believe this and I'm a patriot. And I'm like, oh my God, even, once I went through what I went through with Russia, 50 hours of testimony and Adam Schiff up there saying I committed treason somehow. And then I see, well, of course, nothing happens with that. Of course, none of that was actually accurate. It was all a perjury trap, hoping that in 50 hours of testimony, asking me the same, 1,000 questions, maybe I say it a little bit differently the 50th time I'm asked, and therefore I committed perjury, and that's how they get you. But even I, who sort of had my eyes open during that, were like, well, there's still something to it, right? We all made the same mistake with the FBI and what they tried to do to Michael Flynn. It's like, well, it's the FBI. Like, there must be some truth to it, right? They're not fully corrupted. It's the FBI, the CIA, same thing.
Well, so let's,
then we're seeing them go after parents in this. Those people are domestic terrorists, a concerned parent going to a PTA meeting. But, some, trans shooter can have a manifesto and kill a bunch of Christian kids. And, well, that's not domestic terrorists because they're Christians. Like, who really gives a shit? It's really scary where we're at. And
let me ask you.
I want to burn it to the ground.
So, but when you say that, like, what's the practical step? Is that what was that policy that Trump Sr. he's going to fire? Schedule F. Schedule F. When you say that, is that what you were meaning? Like, we're going to go and we're going to defund the FBI. We're going to fire all the bureaucrats.
Yes, I mean, you got to do as much as you possibly can. You got to get other people who are willing to go along with that. Because I think that's what in 16 we're like, hey, we're coming in from the outside. You sort of assume that hey, you may have a little bit differences in policy and whatever, but people still want the best for America, and that's just not even remotely true. These bureaucrats, they wouldn't succeed in so many other things, and they're going to hold on to what little power they have because they wouldn't get it anywhere else. You see that what's going on, in our military and the woke nonsense of the decision-making process, the withdrawal from Afghanistan, everything that's. I'm like, well, they couldn't have seen it coming. I mean, I'm like, you couldn't have seen it coming. You were there for 20 years. What do you mean you couldn't have seen it coming? Like, I saw it coming, and I don't know anything about Afghanistan. Like, my 9-year-old son, I was picking up from school that week, and he was like, "Hey, Dad, like, why would we leave $86 billion in equipment there? I don't understand. Dad, why would we pull out our soldiers before the people that have been helping us for 20 years?" I felt like an idiot because I was trying to explain to a 9-year-old that, yeah, no, these people are just they're that far gone.